Welcome everyone, welcome to the stream. Good evening and good morning and whatever. So today we are everyone, welcome to the stream. And then I hear my own voice. Good morning and whatever. So today we are in Monastir, Tunisia, and we are flying to Romania. I will not pronounce the name. So, and also Eddie is here in the chat. Hello, good evening. So for today's flight, we will fly for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And we just see a 747 landing here. A bit in an awkward way. So this is the airport. I don't remember if it's a base airport or a freeware airport. And the one thing that I know is that there is no pushback, also no stairs or jetway, also no catering. It's not available here. So we do a quick look around. So this is the airport, not that big. And what we also can see is that there is actually a new plane. So this is a new plane in the game. It's the Boeing 247, I believe, from Wing 42. It released yesterday. So it's a nice plane, a lot of features. I will not fly it today, but yeah, it's a really nice plane. So it's actually the first all metal Boeing. So this is our plane for today. We're standing here all alone. No other jet engine planes. So let's put on the webcam. And this is me. So let's jump into the cockpit. I push always the wrong button. So here we are. We start with the external power, and then battery 1 and 2. Also the fuel tanks and the adheres. So this is the fly-by-wire version of the A320. Is the experimental version. And so first of all we will see how many passengers we have today, because that takes the most time. So 128 passengers today. So we will start boarding. So temperature here in Monastir is 15 degrees Celsius. It's a bit clouded. So boarding has started. And then we can also go to the fuel page here. If I remember where it is. Here it is. So for today's flight we need 9,766 kilograms of fuel. And I put that on instant, of course. Okay, we put in real. It takes 8 minutes. In the meantime, we can go to the image page. And I hope the flight plan will work today. So let's align this. We have already a notification here. I don't want to align. We try again. There it goes. So that's done. Then we can go to the flight plan. So I believe departure airport will be 07, but we will tune the ATIS. And so it's 07. So departure 07. So then we go to Sora 1E. Insert that. And then for the arrival, that's runway 25, the only ILS runway. So we go to Atos, and it's 1X, but we don't have that, so we take this one. And then we check the flight plan. So for now that's looking good. And then we can light up some panels. It's always the same routine. And we have time enough, because fueling takes 8 minutes. So we also can set the transponder. So then also here some lights and no smoking sign and seatbelt sign. So beacon light, navigation logo.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross check.
So for today's flight we will cruise at 37,000 feet. Yes, we copy.
Taxiing hold short runway 07 via taxiway Bravo Alpha Novella Air Tree 20.
So 37,000 feet, we set that. And there we go. And we have no input from lookout tool today because I don't have the airline in that tool. We can already check the map here. So it makes a strange way here again. Not very promising. But we will see at the end what it will give. So 1 minute for the refueling. Go to the second page here. So block fuel for today is 9.8. There we go. Then we wait until refueling is done. And also we need to check the passengers. Still 25 people to go. So for the people that are interested in this airline company, it's founded in 1990 and it has a total of 10 aircraft, and it are all Airbus A320s, so 9 in service and 1 is parked, and the average age is 14.4 years. So that's actually a very small company, and it's based in Tunis. So fueling is complete. Let me just wait for 10 more passengers. And then we can start the APU. We put on the brake fan. So all passengers are in the plane. So we can go to the init page again, second page. And then we can go to the performance page once it's calculated. And there it goes. So flaps will be 1, up, and 0.0, flag stamp 48, and V2 speed will be 138, 134, and 133. So that's all set. Then we are ready for the APU. Let's set the throttles to 0 for idle. And we start the APU. And here we can follow it. The flap is open. And then you can hear it here. Also the heat is coming out. And then we wait until the APU is ready. So we have real weather today, not real time. So APU is ready. And then APU bleed can come on. And then external power can go off. Also the power outside can go. We also need to plan our pushback, but actually the track we don't have. We'll try if it works like this. And there we go. Then we request a pushback. And then also we can start engines. And we start engine 2. Parking brake release. And we go backwards. Just imagine the pushback track. So engine 2 is starting. So engine 2 is ready and we can start engine 1. So we set the parking brake. And then we are almost ready to taxi. So taxi light can come on. So like I said already, the flight time will be 2 hours and 15 minutes. And engines are ready, so ignition can come off. Also APU bleed and APU. So now we are ready to taxi. So parking brake off. And there we go. And there is a plane kind of break dancing or so. Well, that's because of that plane. We will ignore that.
Hold position New Bel Air, tree 20.
So we taxi to runway 07. And there's another plane turning around. And so we will put the first officer in command of the radio. Also for the people that are wanted a bigger plane, well, there's an update coming for the headwind A330 in a few days, so stay tuned. So we hold short here.
Please prepare for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07 New Bel Air 320.
So flaps 1. So we did 25 minutes to prepare and to taxi, and then we can take off. And I will set also the clock, and there it goes. And there we go. V1, and that's not going smooth. There's a little issue, positive rate of climb, gear up, flaps retracted. And then we put the throttles in climb mode. So 4,000 feet. And we are climbing. We will eventually reach 37,000 feet. We are at 5,000 feet now. And we are still on the speed limit of 250 knots. We also can put this in standard mode. It's like this. It's a new way how to do it. So 8,000 feet. So again, it will be a nice flight, nice weather.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated.
So in Romania at the moment it's around freezing point, so 0 degrees Celsius. So we are climbing to 12,000 feet. Landing lights can go off or set off. almost 17,000 feet, and we are flying for 6 minutes. $20,000 feet. So yesterday I tested the Wing 42, the Boeing 247. Really a lot of features. So, and it's only 18 euro or something, 17, 18 euro. So for the people that like vintage aircraft, grab it. So we go to 24,000 feet and around 10 minutes that we are flying. We just reached 28,000 feet after 12 minutes. Max Dax, welcome to the stream and to the chat. Hope you're doing well. So, not many people here today, but anyway, welcome. So today we fly from Monastir to Romania. So 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we are now flying for 14 minutes, and we are almost at 30,000 feet. Max Dax, nice route, but you never landed in Romania so far. Well, I also believe that is my first time that I will land there, and so I try to visit as many places as I can, but it's also for me the first time. I cannot pronounce the name, it's too hard for me, but yeah, it's Romania. I think I can show you the picture from how it looked like, the airport, and it will be like this. It's a small airport, but yeah, and this is actually a freeware airport, so it will look like that. I can also show you the map for today with the route. So we just departed 20 minutes ago, so that's the way that we need to fly. And this is the company for today. very small company with 10 airplanes. And at the moment we are cruising, climbing to 37,000 feet. We are now at almost 35,000 feet after 18 minutes. And flight time will be 2 hours and 15 minutes. MaxDax, how do you connect your flight sim to Navigraph? I don't exactly remember, but I'll try to find. I think it works automatically, and if you just, I will put it here. What I do is just import from SimBrief, and I think it's connected automatically. But I will check it for sure. Let's see, do my settings.
Going to 1 tree, 1.1 Bibbleair tree 20. Roll center Bibbleair tree 20.
MaxDax, is it with you not working?
Bibbleair tree 20, road center, continue as planned.
Because I don't remember that I did anything special for it. So in the meantime we are almost at 37,000 feet, so that's around 20 minutes. So MaxDax, I also use another tool, that's a little Nav Map. It's also very easy. It's a bit the same system, or the same way to use. And this is for free, so it also gives you the route. So it's also very nice. There are a lot of features, but I don't know them all. But it's for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle, as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
So after 21 minutes we reached our cruising altitude, so then we can check our flight plan. We will run into some issues again because it is not correct again. It has to do with experimental version of the airplane. There are many updates, and sometimes it mess up the routing. And now it looks already completely different than in the beginning. So this is a bit of a problem. So as you can see, this will be a problem again.
123.905.
So I hope that I can fix it very quickly, because
Parentheses center, good layer
it's
3,
almost every time that we have this problem.
Travel layer tree, 20 parentheses center, continue as planned.
So maybe we need to delete something. We will try. That don't make it better. Well, anyway, we know what we need to do. Make a cross and do it all by ourselves again. So I will just calculate it until the airport. So that's 116, like most of the time. And then we put the airport in here. So our destination airport is Lima Romeo and Charlie Lima. So it's still 718 nautical miles to go. So the last part we do everything by hand. So I will take a little break. I will be back in 5 minutes, and then we can continue with the flight. So we have still a long way to go. And so co-pilot takes it over, and relax and enjoy. So see you in 5 minutes. So we are back. We are still high and dry. So we are flying now for 36 minutes and cruising for at an altitude of 37,000 feet. And we still need to fly for 634 nautical miles. Junior 777 Aviation, good evening with the world. This time I give 5 likes because you have 5 emails. Have a nice and safe flight. Greetings from Fortaleza. And then it said Ceará, Brazil. I hope I pronounced it good. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your support. So thank you very much. Today we don't have a lot of viewers. So it's Monday. Also not a really interesting flight. But there are always people that want to see their hometown. And so we take every flight. So actually tomorrow we have a nice flight in Japan with Anna. So I'm looking forward to that flight. So like I said already, there will be an update this week, I believe, for the headwind A330, and as soon that update is available, we try to do a flight with it and to see what the updates are and how good it flies. So but I don't know when it will be. Normally this week, if they are ready, of course. Also we are still waiting for the DC-3 that will come out very soon, I believe. We are planning it for end of March, but it's not ready on time, so we need to have a bit more patience. So for the people that didn't see the flight route for today. Here it is. Or not. I need to open it again. There we go. So we will fly over Italy again. So the temperature at our destination airport is at the moment -2 degrees Celsius, so it's freezing. So it dropped already 2 degrees in 45 minutes. The airport where we will land is a freeware. It's a small airport, but it looks nice. So still 584 nautical miles to go. So at the moment we cannot see a lot of things because it's very clouded. As you can see. So 544 nautical miles to go. And we are flying for almost 15 minutes. It seems our flight plan is still the same. So we have a crosswind of 101 knots. That's a lot. And we get some turbulence.
Naval Air Tree 20 contact Renzi Center on 129.775. Good day. Going to 129.775, Naval Air Tree 20. Renzi Center, Naval Air Tree 20, flight level 370. Naval Air Tree 20, Renzi Center, continue as planned.
So we put the seatbelt sign on again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched on the fasten seatbelt sign. We would ask now that you return to your seat to ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seat belt sign, and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seat belt fastened while you're seated.
So we are almost flying for 1 hour, almost halfway. So we have still that heavy crosswind, 106 knots crosswind. And we are flying for 1 hour. So total flight time will be 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then we land in Romania, a name that I cannot pronounce. I will also not try. So for this week we have 4 flights planned. So the next flight will be in Japan. But all the planning is due to change if there is a new airplane coming out or an update for an airplane. And we can check the map again. So we will leave Italy very soon. There we go. I forgot to turn off the nav graph. There we go. Sorry for that. So if there are some issues with the video, let me know, because I see that I had some dropped frames. Last week, in the last stream on Thursday, OBS failed on me, so I hope it will stay until the end today. So 1 hour and 5 minutes we are in the air, still cruising at 37,000 feet, and we still need to go 441 nautical miles. Yeah, still a crosswind from more than 100 knots. So it's still minus 2 degrees Celsius, and Romania, so freezing, very cold. And this is the company where we fly with today. So, and as you can see, we leave Italy. And then we are around halfway the flight. So it's also the time of the year that the people go on holiday. Also Mr. Oliver is on holiday, so he's not here. He make a trip to Wales, and I hope he's enjoying.
Naval Air Tree 20 contact Zagreb Center on 124.85. Good day. 124.85 Naval Air Tree 20. Zagreb Center, Naval Air Tree 20 flight level 370.
Naval Air Tree 20 Zagreb Center, continue as planned.
So in meantime, 1 hour and 10 minutes in the air. So we are a bit further than halfway. And then we check the distance. 413 nautical miles to go. And we have still that crosswind of around 100 knots. And so last week and this week no updates about the PMDG 737. So I'm still waiting for that. So only the headwind will be updated this week, I believe. So the A330 gets an update, and that's a freeware, so stay tuned for that. So I'll show you the map again. So for the people that don't have Navigraph, there is also a tool, and that calls a little Nav Map, and that's completely free. And it looks like this. You have a lot of possibilities. I don't know everything about it, but you just can import it from SimBrief, and then it looks like this. And it says how you need to fly today. Normally it goes directly to the airport and it don't give this, but now today it gives it. The only problem that we have is that the flybywire a32nx and give a bad route. Actually, I can show you. Well, let's go to the flight plan. It's already messed up here, it seems. Let's check. As you can see, this looks a little bit different. It's because of all the updates that they do. And this is the experimental version, so the stable version don't have this. But I prefer to fly with the experimental version, just because of the nice sounds. There's also VNAV, but yeah, as this is not correct, VNAV will also not be correct. And then there is another plane coming to us.
Novell Air Tree 20 traffic is 3 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
You are a bit late with that message.
Easy 19er 42 traffic is 1 o'clock, 3 miles at flight level 355 Airbus C20s. Report them in sight. Easy
So now we will enter Bosnia. Captain Arab, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing today? Happy Monday, by the way. Alba Pino, welcome to the stream and to the chat, mate. Thank you very much. So, Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar from France, cheese and wine as usual. So, thank you very much, mate. So, I hope you are doing very well. And today we are a bit streaming for only a few people. Not much people here, so it's Monday, it's also holiday, and we just entered Bosnia. So this is our company for today that we fly, and we are at the moment flying for 1 hour and 18 minutes, and we still have around 400 nautical miles to go, I believe.
122.575 for Northern Layer Tree
We will check. Oh, it's 3:42 actually.
20 flight level 370.
Captain Arab, you are doing fine. You just ate food after 16 hours of fasting. Oh, it's Ramadan. Is that correct? So I'm happy to hear that you are fine. I'm also fine. And did you see my worst flight simulator videos? The last one that you uploaded, not, no. I got a message during the flight or just before the flight, but I didn't check it out yet. I will do it after or maybe tomorrow because I need to wake up tomorrow early. So but I will check it out for sure. So also today we have again a problem with the planning in this plane, so I can show you for the people that just came in. And it will look like this. It's a bit messed up here, and so we will need to do it manually again. This is the experimental version. We know that those things can happen here. You don't have that with the stable version. Captain Rap, yes, it's Ramadan. So thanks, it's a great video. Well, I will check it out for sure, so no problem. But maybe today or tomorrow, because it's a bit busy now. It's the school vacation. So my son is home during the day, so I need to watch him. So we have only time during the evening. So we have a nice view here. And it seems that we have a lot of turbulence. We have always turbulence or a lot of turbulence when the disciple is not here, and when he is here we have a smooth flight. So we have a ground speed of 500 knots at the moment. Captain Arab, you have been thinking about flight simulator videos, but you have a little ideas. So can you think about any video ideas? Well, I think with your comparison videos you are in the good direction. Also with the top threes, yeah, you are in the good direction there. But only other ideas at the moment I cannot tell you. Maybe you can do some weekly one video about news and stuff. So it's always nice to have every week an update about some simulators, add-ons, new things that's coming out. So that is also what the people is interesting actually. They want to know what's new. Instead of looking it up on the internet, it's just easier to see a video about it, where all the information is given in, let's say, 10 minutes or something. So I was also thinking of doing that, but I'm not able to do that. I have not the voice or the language to do it. So I think a native English speaker can do it much better than me. And you also need to consider it's a lot of work, because you need to keep up to date about everything. So you need to read a lot of things. But I think that's a very interesting thing. Captain Rap, every Sunday you can make a video about all the latest week flight simulators. Yeah, you can tell the people what's is coming out maybe next week or in the future. You can show some screenshots, and you also can tell about what came out the past week. So actually you don't need to have the simulator. You can just talk about it. You can even make a video about Microsoft Flight Simulator, or explain. Nasser Freitas, good afternoon, good evening. So welcome back to the stream, to the chat. How are you today? Nasser, I'm doing well. I'm doing fine. Just a little bit tired after a weekend long working. So yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. And we are flying again, so it's always a pleasure. So just a quick update. So we are flying for 1 hour and 26 minutes. We are cruising at 37,000 feet. and we have still 273 nautical miles to go to the airport. So today we are flying from Monastir, Tunisia to Romania. I will not pronounce the name because that's just not possible for me. And everything is going fine, only the end of the flight will not be fine because the plan is again messed up because of the experimental version of this fly-by-wire. If you want to avoid this problem, you need to use the stable version, then there are no bugs in it. Nasser, you are fine, thanks for asking, no problem, mate. So yeah, this part of the flight is very beautiful. Yes, we just actually passed the most beautiful part, I believe. So if you want to see the map for today, this is the map. So we flew above Italy. Now we flew just about above Bosnia. And then we cross Serbia. And then we come into Romania. Tomorrow we have also a nice flight. Then we fly into Japan. And we fly with Anna. So it will be a very nice flight, also a nice airport. And also be advised and for the people that have a Microsoft Flight Simulator and want to have a nice freeware aircraft, this week there will be an update of the Headwind A330. Actually not sure if it is this week, but they said in a few days, so possible this week they will do a big update of the Headwind A330. As soon that comes out, I will test it and then we try to do a stream with it. Nasser afraid us wait, the experimental version isn't working. Well, that they update it every day, or sometimes twice or 3 times a day. So yeah, there's always a chance that something is wrong with it. There are always bugs in it, and it seems that it has another problem with the map or with the routing today. It's not the first time that we have that. It also is depending from airport to airport. So, but if you want to make sure you don't have that, then you better download the stable version. So I know that version is working correct. So if you can see it, I will try to show you again. Then you can see what's actually going wrong here. As you can see, this is not normal. We need to make a turn like this, but we get this, so he will do some weird stuff here, so we need to do it manually. Sometimes it helps if you load a plan from the simulator. I just imported here in the MCDU from SimBrave. Sometimes it helps that you import plan it actually into the simulator itself in the main menu before you load it. But even then, sometimes in the beginning it's working and it looks fine, but at the end it's all messed up. So sometimes it's okay, sometimes not. It's depending on the update and also airport. So if you want to avoid that, it's better to use a stable version that's working correct. The Disciple, good morning, mate. Good morning, good morning. I hope you slept very well. So you actually have more missed, yeah, more than half of the flight, and you are looking forward to that. So you are meaning the headwind A330. Well, in a few days they said. So I hope it's as soon as possible. So I just explained that we have another problem again with the map. This is the experimental version again, so but we get used to that. So the Disciple, yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah, that's good to hear that you slept very well. So Nastar, yeah, it's strange, but it's an experimental version. They just try to do stuff and implement a lot of things, and of course there are always bugs in it and mistakes. So that's why it calls the experimental version. So I use it because just the nice sound. So yeah. And in meantime, we learn to fly. So we do everything manual. So it's always a new challenge. So actually, in the beginning, I was a bit frustrated about it, but now you get used to it, and then we will see what comes. Thus, you always use the experimental version, and you don't have that problem. Or I do something wrong, maybe. The Disciple, wait, let's change view first. You got a fly-by-wire 320 flying on the way. I want it now. I took your advice, mate, and now it flies the right direction on my flight plans. Well, I was thinking of that was the problem actually, because you had not a full line. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that it's fixed. So the Disciple, if you don't put the destination in the flight plan on the main menu, then it will work, as I said, yes. So if you import it from SimBrief directly into the MCDU, it will work. If you do it from the main menu, and then the line is, you don't have a full line, so you need to select the heating knob. Nasar Fretas, but fly-by-wire navigation isn't so good. Well, yeah, they are still working on it, so it's not perfect. But I believe it's good enough if you use a stable version, and sometimes also in the experimental version. I don't know the other version, the development version. I didn't try that out for a long time. The Disciple, wait, Nassar, yes, I do. Root problem usually fixed when you are close. Oh, with you it fixed when you are close. Normally with me, when I come in close, it's all messed up. And in the beginning of the flight, it looks nice. And so the Disciple, you went from Mount Cook Airlines in New Zealand to Olympic Airways, Greece. You think in pilot's life? All right, nice. So pilot's life give you actually a life or a destination to fly to. So it's a nice add-on, and they are working on V2. So, but they are just started beta testing. NASA Fritta's LNAV and VNAV systems are hard to work in. Yes, but the systems don't work properly yet. So it's the beginning or a beginning stage actually that they are in. So it's not 100% correct. The disciple, look at your weather again, mate. So sunny and nice. Well, when we started in Monastir, it was clouded, and then when we were cruising, there were a lot of clouds. You didn't see the Earth actually, but now it's yeah, good. But we had a few minutes of heavy turbulence. So, but now everything is smooth. We had also a crosswind of more than 100 knots. That's now changed to 57. So that's also fine now. So every time you are not here, I have a lot of wing flags and turbulence and whatever. And when you come in, the sun is shining. Yeah, it's your fault. So the disciple, the experimental version, fly-by-wire, has the iKnob red sticker thing. The stable one don't have that. Yes, there are stickers. You mean this one? Yes. So Nassar, if it doesn't, the only way is to do manually. Yes, indeed. So the simulator also have a problem with navigation at all. All right. You can see it in the Asobo planes. Well, I don't use the Asobo planes. Before I was doing that, but since I'm streaming, I've only time to stream, and yeah, no time for something else. So I'm not up to date on that. The disciple, the just flight 146 looks pretty good. I might get it if they have New Zealand or Qantas delivery for it. Well, if they have it or not, there always will someone upload a freeware paint for it. So I think you will have anyway, you will have it. So the Air New Zealand had a 200 series one, so the larger one. Okay, but it looks nice on that plane, but it's not my favorite because it has 4 engines and I don't like 4 engines. But maybe I will try it. Nassar, you actually get some issues, but you're flying so much with the MD-11, and you're gonna fly to the A320 today. What about the development version? Well, in the beginning I was using that, but now I don't use it anymore. So it's mostly this version, just because of the sounds. In the beginning, the development version had also the nicer sounds, but I think they deleted and only use it now on the experimental version, so that's why I fly this one. So the Disciple, you never got to fly one, just seen them at New Zealand airport back in the day. They are quiet, call it them whisper jets. Yeah, that's why they have 4 engines. They have smaller engines, so they are more quiet. That is actually the thinking of it for the 4 engines, I believe. No, sir, because experimental version was working fine before the update, but that's the problem with a lot of planes. After every update, everything is a mess, and then things are not working. It's also with the payware versions of planes. They need to make an update again, so it's always a mess. The Disciple, there is a development version. Yes, there are 3 versions. So the stable, development, and experimental version.
118.175, good layer tree 20. Bucharest Center, good layer tree 20, flight level 370.
No, sir, yeah, 80 bucks on it. I have to fly. Okay. The Disciple, you made a poopy landing at Wellington over the weekend, almost a wing strike in the flybywire at 320. Oh, that's, well, I had almost a tail strike at Hamilton Island, so yeah, it's nice to have almost a wing strike. Sometimes things go wrong, but you know, we are lucky that we can do it on a sim. It don't cost money if we break a plane or crash. So you're going from the playing with the controller back to the joystick. Has messed you up. Oh, nice. Actually, not nice. Normally, it need to go smoother with the joystick, I believe. So I will check the distance, because we need to start our descent. So I will put in. So we go to, I don't know, but we need to go. Let's start with 10,000 feet, and then let's check it out. So many programs open that I don't find what I need. So it says actually 116 nautical miles before the airport, and we are at 126. So I just put in the destination data. So we go to performance page, next page. So destination is now -1 degree, and I forgot how to put that in. It's brilliant. Where's that thing? -1. So QNH is 1015. That's that. And the wind, don't give me a shit. So wind speed 180. That's a good thing that it's also on the flight path. So 01. So that's what we need. clear. And then we are ready to descend. And there we go. And then we need to keep an eye on the map to see what it do, and if needed we take over. So Nasser, yes, I will get used to it. I also need to get used to the yoke. For me the joystick is much easier.
As you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
The disciples, so we are going to pick up some Romanian women in Romania. They are beautiful, and that's correct. So the disciple, yeah, too much time on the Xbox version. Wish I could get a refund, but Microsoft refund policy is trash. Okay. Did I see your latest flight request? I don't think so. I didn't check the flight request since Friday. I did the planning on Friday or Thursday, so I didn't see the requests since then. So I'll try to see them as quickly as possible. The disciple, your Hamilton Island landing was good, better than yours, because you used less runway, but my touchdown was a bit smoother. Yeah, I was too much focused on that the distance of the runway, so I needed to land as soon as possible. So in the beginning of the runway, and I was too much focused on that, and I was flying actually too slow. We were very close to a stall, and that's the reason why the nose was so high up, and we had almost a tail strike. And yeah, the landing was pretty hard. So yeah, maybe I used less runway. Yeah, but the landing was not so great. But I was just too focused on the distance of the runway, and wanted to go down as quick as possible, and it didn't work out good. So we didn't land into the water, but yeah, for the same money we had a tail strike, and that's also not a good thing. So the disciple of Fiji to Samoa, only about an hour and 15 minutes flight. Okay, I didn't see that, but I will check it out and then we can plan it in. So yeah, probably paranoid about stalling, perfectly understandable for that place. But yeah, this I wanted to play it honestly. I just checked it out because I needed to, or I wanted to take a screenshot there. The screenshots were taken there. And then I just checked out the airport. I didn't do a landing at it because I just want to save an, okay, this is my first time I do it, and from the first time it need to be correct. In real life you also don't have a second chance if you crash. So that's why I just want to do it from the first time. Don't want to practice for any landing. So and if it works out good, then it's fine. If I fail or it don't work out good, then well, it's what it is. So Wellington is also like that, water on both sides or both ends of the runway. So if you screw up, it's only bad. Yeah. So Queenstown is much more forgiving, only the water on the end of the runway. And the other side is mountains, that's also dangerous. Yeah, it's not always easy, but the thing is that you enjoy it. That's the most important thing of it. And yeah, in meantime we can practice. So I'm not scared to fail. If I crash, I crash. But it is what it is. So as long as we enjoy the flight and can practice the landings. So in the beginning I was a bit upset because of the planning was not always correct on the plane here with the experimental version. So I switched back to the stable version, but actually yeah, I don't care anymore because it's also a way to learn how to fly the plane, and I still make mistakes, so and it seems Monastir is right that our flight plan looks better now. Oh, that's the first time. Okay, so we also see snow now, so maybe we don't need to do everything manual. That's a bummer. But yeah. So in meantime we are at 20,000 feet, and the VNAV thing is doing his thing. And we use a bit of the speed brakes to slow down a bit because it says already 250 indicated here. That's also a bug, I believe, because it don't want to go down before it reaches 250. You see, now it's going down again. So speed brakes off. It's always a nice. Now it's a nice thing to use because I just pulled the handlebar here on my Bravo quadrant. Before I needed to do always this, you know, it's hard, and if you are going to land you need to do everything at the same time, so it's not so easy. So now it's much easier. But I believe this is also a bug because we have indicated airspeed at 250. The disciple, so you notice that the headwind A330 will follow the course if you put it in the main menu, and it will still follow it, the flight plan. It's possible. I tested the version, this version actually, that is still out from January, I believe. I tested that once, but I cannot remember it good. but just because of this view, we don't have that in that plane. I don't use it actually, but I'm now just waiting for the update that will come in a few days, and I will do a stream with it for sure, and then we will see what are the differences and what's updated and how it works. So then we have another plane that we can fly. It's actually basically from the interior the same as this one, just a bit bigger. So also yesterday or the day before, Wing 42 released another a new plane. It's a Boeing 247D, I believe. It's a vintage aircraft from the 30s. It looks very nice. Also has a lot of features. Yeah, no GPS, but you can have a engine fire as well. So it looks very nice. It's only 17-18 euros. And for that price, it's an amazing plane. Of course, if you don't like those kind of planes, then yeah, that's something else. But for that price, it looks very well done, very nice, a lot of features. If everyone will do that on that standard, then it will be great. To Disciple, yeah, too slow for you. I was mentioned that, yeah. But I'm just saying, it's a nice plane. If that is the standard for all the planes, well then we are in the right direction. It's not like the 777 from that other company. I forgot the Captain Sim. That is much more pricier, and is actually a 747 in another body. So you wish that the ATR 72 will hurry up and come out. So, well, I also like to fly that once. I never flew that one in a sim, so yeah, I like to fly that as well. So we have still 44 nautical miles to go, and we need to go to 8,000. Let's do that. 8,000, and I need to put that in another mode, and there we go. So it was 15. There we go. We have still 16 nautical miles to do that. Captain Sim. That's how you call them nowadays. Yes. Well, it's a sad thing, actually. You know, people give a lot of money to it, and then you get a crappy clone, actually, and you know, don't understand. Captain Arab, did I tell you about my Europe tour upcoming? No, you didn't tell about it, so let me know. Tell about it, because I have a world tour coming up. Uh-oh. And that will take a few years, I think, that world tour, because I will only stream that once a week in a DC3. So then we need to go to, let's say, 4,000 feet. Let's set that. It seems the plan looks okay for now. Now a bit of course. So we are at 8,000 feet. Now we need to go to around 4 or 5 or something. So once again we have a nice view. Also check the other side. Not so wide. But let's concentrate on the landing. So I hope my stream don't crash. Last week it crashed. And I think it was OBS that was yeah, it crashed. Not my PC, because it was not going slower like usual. But when I went down and after 40 minutes I came up again, then my PC was restarted, so I'm not sure what the issue was there. Captain Arab in the server. You know, it's something what you need to know. You're free to talk about everything. No problem for me. The Disciple, there was some very awful flight sim on Captain Arab's worst flight sim video. I hope some of those didn't cost money. I didn't check out the video yet, so I try to do that as quick as possible. The Disciple, you love the scenery here? Well, yeah, it's nice, especially the right side.
Naval Air Tree 20 contact CPU approach on 119.68. Good day.
Captain Rap, well, no, but remember when the last one automatically made a payment of £6 firefighter mission. Luckily, it was able to cancel it. Oh. And Captain Rap, you voted for the 777? Yes, of course. Oh, that was for your YouTube, your Europe tour. Okay. I understand now. Yeah, I saw that. I voted for the 777. Of course, if you give me a choice of with the 777 in it, then I choose the 777, mate. Because I wish we had the 777 in this game, so I really like that. And there's also a plane where I was that I was flying in real life, not as a captain but as a passenger. So yeah, I like that plane. It's actually nicer than the 787. So we are still on course, that's a good thing. And we have 2 nautical miles to go for the next waypoint. And it says 8,000 feet, really? Stupid. I'm already made a mistake again, like always. So we stay at 6,000 feet here until the next waypoint, because there we need to be at 6,300 feet. It's nice that little Nav map works very well now. Don't know what changed, but it gives me the complete approach. Normally I need to, it gives actually a direct way, now it gives me the complete approach. That's very nice. The disciple Captain Rapp Unsim makes a 767-400 of anything. I don't like the 400 series, it looks ugly, too long. Yeah. Captain Rapp, though, okay, time to see the results of the vote. Interesting. If this was FS passenger, it will be warning you flying above 250 knots, below 10,000 feet. But I'm not flying, yeah, ground speed, but not indicated speed. So also a weird thing that we are not correct here, and now it gives a strange thing again. So I will prepare to do it manually, but on the little Nav map I'm still on course. So Captain Rapp, you have not enough votes, so you will ask some other servers for votes. Okay, just take the 777, mate. No, just ask for more votes and then you take the winner. So actually I need to make a turn left in a few nautical miles or miles. Yes, if I was too fast I can break the flaps, of course. So next waypoint we need to be at 3,400 feet. We already will set that, and then we need to click here. There we go, and we put 400, and we will see what this thing is doing. So maybe we can already go a bit slower. Oh, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will take over because this is going the wrong way. So again, it's not correct. And now we need to go to 3,400 feet, and I put flaps 1. So we'll just concentrate a bit on this. So we are flying with the yoke again. So Will be a yoke landing. So the Disciple 737-500 will win. And so we are at 5,000 feet. Flaps 1. We need to go to 3,400 feet, so we need to descend a bit more. It's a bit weird that they don't follow the route here. And why it don't take my speed? Go down.
2,500.
So there we go. We are at our height. And actually I'm going the road direction. I was following this plan. I don't need to follow that plan. So 160 knots. And we go to flaps 2. And we have a warning sound again. So where is the airport? I don't see it. So we make a right turn. We make our turn. We go to 155. And I forgot my lights, of course. That's always something that I forget. And seatbelt sign.
2,500.
There we go. Meantime, I will also put on the recorder, put flight record. There we go, for the replay actually. So now we make the last turn. Flaps 3. And then I hope everything will work perfectly. So we slow a bit down more, 150. Need to go to the left.
1000.
And gear down. So $145. Flaps full. Now I see the runway. We are way off. And again we are way too low, I believe. Auto brakes on medium. Yeah, it's a bit a hilly place to land. And again, I'm not paying attention. So it's a bit like a drunk driver.
500.
So 1,800 feet. I have no indicator, it seems. So approach, we'll just do it manually, so no need to do that
500.
actually. But I have no indication for my height, so just visual. Let's go to the left.
400.
So put your landing rating in. You have some stuttering. So completely visual. Let's try to center it and have a nice touchdown.
100.
Still a bit
50,
hard.
40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Retard. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Retard.
And we will not make it. Why my thrust reversers are not working? Really? My thrust reversers are not working? Let's try again. Thrust reversers are not working. That's why we had some difficulties. So we'll tune the ground. So just talking to parking. So actually there is no communication here, it seems. Yeah, at least I didn't go off into the grass, but yeah, thrust reverser is not working. I don't know what the problem is actually here. Oh, let's stop because this is impossible to do two things at the same time. So this is I think this is a freeware airport. So we will check that out. So we were flying for 2 hours and 22 minutes. So landing rating, you guess 180. You're optimistic. But you were not so far off. But yeah. It's a so this is the landing rating that it gives me at just an update. So it's 218. But I have no service here or ATC. My ATC was on. Let's check out where we will park. So this is a freeware airport, and then we will park where we took the screenshot. So where we departed, we had no stairs or catering luggage, nothing of that. So here the things are standing ready, so I hope it works. Let's see, I think it's something like this. Yeah, we are a bit off, but I'll take it. So let's start external power, and then all the lights can come off, and then also engines can come off. Flaps. So this is it, and then we ask for the power, catering, luggage, stairs, and they are already there. So wait, it's not working, or what? There it goes. Okay, stairs. And still Philippine Airlines. I don't find a file that I need to delete to get rid of that. My excuse for that. So I will try to catch up the chat, and also turn off the replay because it was still recording. Stop. All right. Yeah, they got a lot of times they have markings for plane models. I saw that at previous other airports as well. So yeah. So let me see. So also at your place, the time changed during the weekend. So it's actually a bit later than here in Europe. And so it is better that I just cancel that because it's always a mess. Oh, what happened? Everything disappeared. Weird thing. So let's do that again. And then we do a quick tour for the airport. Oops, sorry. The disciple, have you got the freeware Tijuana airport, mate? I got that a few days ago. It looks pretty good for a freeware. Also Cardiff and Gatwick ones. No, didn't download anything of those ones, so I need to look for it. So you didn't check it out, Gatwick, yet? And so yeah, I need to check for that because yeah, during the weekend I didn't do anything. So this is a freeware airport. It's much nicer than the standard one because the standard one there is just nothing. So yeah, also this board. I didn't check it out yet, but yeah, they need to change that board because it's from 2020. So it's actually a very small airport here, but also nice to see that also parking lot. So even if it's small and they create this in a freeware, then I'm already happy to have that. So this is a very nice, in my opinion, at least for a freeware. So you have some stuff here, it works. So yeah, tomorrow we fly in Japan, or how you call that, with Anna. So all Nippon Airways. That has also two beautiful airports, so it's very nice. If nothing changed on that. Like the Olympics happened in 2021, but still very call it 2020 Olympics. Also the soccer, I think it was the European soccer tournament. It was also called 2020, and it was a year later actually. So nice. I've been waiting for a Japan flight. Well, tomorrow, and we will have that. So now we go to the replay of the day, and I'm still in the drone mode. Now I need to put it a bit forward because I started early. So here we go. This is the landing. So landing rate was 218. It's still not good enough, but yeah. And I need to figure out what happened with the reverse thrust, because that was nothing, that was not working. So it looked like a cool landing with the sun. Yeah, some landings are just very nice if there is some sun glare. So my wheels are still not out. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's something with replay and not with the plane. It has nothing to do with the plane. It has just to do with the replay. So, and just slow it down enough to make the turn here. And yeah, I don't know why the thrust reversers were not working. A bit strange. Normally they always work. They are mapped, so it's always working. Now it didn't work. And that's something to do with the update. I don't know, but it was not working. So in panic, I pushed my brakes manually. So we managed to stop it on time. So we will see it one more time. Maybe it reloads. No, the wheels are broken. Oh, Captain Arab, you posted the poll in the other servers. One vote for the Q400 and an F15. Unbelievable. Also, what is very difficult is that I need to change from the yoke to the joystick to steer when we are landed. So it takes always a second, and then in the meantime you're already going to the left. Jet fighter too fast. Yeah. Then the tour of Europe will be done very soon. No, but yeah, for me there is one plane that I really like to see. And it's time for round 2. Alright. So also for the first time in my life, the map here, it shows the complete approach. Normally it goes direct into the airport and no approach. Now I just import from SimBrief by doing this here, click, and I downloaded this from SimBrief. I import that, and normally it didn't give me the approach. Now they give me a proper approach. It's the very first time I see that, so very nice. So for the I will show you quickly the planning, because Thursday I was showing the planning for this week, but didn't notice that the stream crashed. So I was talking just for myself and showing everything just for myself. So today we had this flight. So tomorrow we will fly in Japan. And then for Europe, it will be this flight. I don't know the destination. Also for Asia, the next after the Japan flight, it will be from Dubai to Iran, I believe. Hueso, hi, welcome to the stream and to the chat. You just missed the landing, but welcome. How are you, mate? So this is a flight request from Captain Arab. So this is tomorrow, Wednesday, this one, and Thursday, Bahama Air. So it will be then, and then next week we will have TAM Brazil, I believe, and then Virgin Australia. So these are the airports in Australia, so that normally it will be Tuesday next week. Yeah, that it's this one, no? Yeah, it's still a bit away. So, but this flight or company can be changed because I still have no livery for it. So, so you finally learned to program the MC, did you? Oh, really? Very nice, mate. Well done, well done. So. So yeah, it's Air Calin that will be in 2 weeks, something. But yeah, maybe another company because still no livery for it. So that's actually the planning. Of course, depending on the headwind, A330, maybe here and there change something. We will see also what liveries I have, but yeah, that's for later. And also, if the DC3 comes out, I will do one stream with the DC3, and from then I will do every Tuesday the world tour with the DC3. But every flight request will come, and I try to do it as quickly and as good as possible as I can. So also it's very nice that you learn to do that. Some people are just not patient enough to learn and just want to do it immediately. But it's good that you had the patience to learn it, and yeah, it's a good thing. It's not easy, but after a couple times of viewing it and trying it by yourself, it will work. So, and you managed it. That's a good thing. So we have loads of fun stuff, including polls and more. So yeah, for the people that want to join the Discord server, join it. But Captain Arab need to give me a new link, I believe, because the link in the description is the old one. It changed again, if I'm correct. The disciples just fly as a Qantas or Jetstar for it. Yeah, I will do it, one of the two. So the disciple, take care, thank you, and see you tomorrow, and thank you for joining and wishing me a good sleep. I will need it. So for you, have a nice working day, stay safe and enjoy your day. Also, Captain Arab, I wish you a very good night, and hope to see you tomorrow. And when as soon as I have time, I will watch your video. So for all other people here, all the same, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, and sleep well. Disciple, cheers, man. and see you next time. Also, Captain Rap, OSO. Stay cool. Alright. See you tomorrow. Cheers.